guys, welcome back to the final episode of the Dish with Trish podcast. Somber week on the internet. Jenna and Julian's podcast is over. They announced Jenna came back, not on camera, but her voice, and announced they are done with the Jenna and Julian podcast. I think that's very sad. I was really hoping for Jenna's return. I was hoping, everyone needs a break. Everyone gets burnt out. Everyone gets overwhelmed. I was hoping she'd come back, just, missing the internet. I think I'm someone who always thinks I need a break. And then once I take a break, I miss it. I don't know if it's because I'm attention seeking or just cold and just don't care about comments as much or whatever. I don't know what it is, but I was hoping she'd make a return, come back strong, and just be glad to be making videos and content again. But that doesn't seem the case. She seems very set and content being offline, which, respect. And respect to Julian too for trying to keep it going. It's really hard, I feel like, when you have a massive podcast star internet, as I say YouTube, but internet, social media star like Jenna as your girlfriend, where she is the main attraction, right? And then she decides to not be a part of it. It'd be like, there's so many duos. It'd be Impulsive without Logan Paul and just Mike. People love Mike. Mike's popping, but it's not the same views. David Dobrik, Jason Nash. David Dobrik leaves. Jason's still great. I mean, there's just a lot of duos like that online where you're just with the more popular person. And once they leave, it's just not the same, and fans get mad. And I understand that. I lost a shit ton of viewers, after relationships and whatnot. But my podcast is over as well. I got canceled. I love being canceled. I got canceled for real. I would say, no one can cancel you but yourself. Unless you work with a podcast company. So Podcast One, cancel my podcast. I found the news out about 2 weeks ago. It was a Friday. I got a call from one of the guys over at Podcast One who does, I usually work with females over there, but I got a call from a man, the male over there, which was very interesting because we don't talk a lot. So I'm like, oh, this is the one delivering me the news. I think he does finances. So it was very odd that the male was calling me. I don't have any bad feelings, obviously, toward Podcast One. I totally understood, the 5 podcasts leading up to the cancellation. I had 0 ads. And podcasts, obviously Podcast One makes money. I mean, I guess I have a couple issues. One, the work they did for me, very little. I mean, they definitely did not put out advertise. I guess that was more on me. I guess that's why they get social creators, so you can push. But I see they advertise other podcasts, other places, and I just didn't feel like mine got the right push. But that didn't bother me. I was more linked to them because I was hoping I'd get good guests through them. And I basically had to book all the guests myself. During quarantine, there was really no Zoom guests. I got Brett Michaels myself to Zoom, and that was basically the only Zoom call we had. And then the guests, here in the studio, I booked every single one myself except for the 2 psychics from E, and of course Adam Carolla was through Podcast One. So, they got me hooked up with them. I got to go on the Adam Carolla show and Dr. Drew, and those were really good connections. So, it's a balance. But at the end of the day, when they let me go, they said they weren't making money off the show. And I was like, well, you could have promoted me, but also the job was minimal. They had one person listen to my podcast to write the descriptions and titles, and another person listened to the podcast to edit. They basically edited the podcast, which if you listen to the audio or the video, there's no edits. Very rarely would I be like, edit out, edit. I mean, there was like maybe one edit a podcast, which I could easily have just started and stopped myself and edited it, and then they uploaded it for me. Which, I mean, they were doing it for multiple shows. So I felt a little bullshit on it, but hey, again, this is what happens when you work for a company, which is why I've been very, very blessed to work for myself. With YouTube, my views go up and down. I don't get fired. YouTube doesn't delete your channel if you stop making a minimal amount of hours or whatever. So it was a little sad. It felt like I was being fired. I guess that's again, like why I never really worked for other companies, because I did get fired from a lot of jobs, and it's this horrible feeling of rejection. I already suffer from like fear of rejection. Like I really hate being rejected. I take it very personally, even if it's not personal. And this is one of those cases where he's like, hey, we all love the show and stuff. We're not making money and we got to drop it. And I'm like, all right. He basically was like, we have to drop producing it. Like we can't afford to produce it anymore. I'm like, but did you produce it? You know what I mean? Like, I was like, what did you produce? You know, I got my set, I got my audio equipment. I do my video myself. I always did the video myself. Editor. I thought they were going to provide a lot more. I know when Shane did his podcast, he's Shane freaking Dawson, but when he did it with Full Screen, they built him a set. Andrew arrested too. She had a podcast and he built her a set. So I was kind of hoping for a lot more push. Even marketing. I have this sick, okay, in the break, I'll come back and show you. I had this sick poster. So the poster behind me is like Howard Stern inspired, and that was the OG like promo photo. And of course I paid for all that, took it. And then I have one where I'm like wrapped in a microphone cord, same microphone from the podcast. And it's, I'm naked in it, but I'm covered, it's covered. And I really wanted them to use it as marketing, and they just said no. And I was going to do a billboard with it actually, and I just didn't. It was right at the beginning of quarantine. So I just kind of felt, we didn't know where the world was going. And I'm like, is anyone even going to be driving past the fucking billboard? You know what I mean? I like the picture. I'm proud of it. But unfortunately, I probably won't be using that because I'm going to do, I'll get into that. But, yeah, it sucks. I'm not going to lie. It really fucking sucks. It's not like a TV show. I feel like, talk shows, like a Sharon Osbourne talk show or something like that. She had one solo before she did whatever she's on now, The Talk or whatever. And, it gets canceled, and that's fine. I was on the Greg Barron show, and it was a really great show. And I think he got canceled after one season. And like, I remember him being really sad about it. And I was like, why are you sad? You had a fucking TV show. That's so fucking cool. Like, I'd be honored to have one season of a TV show, like on TV with a set, with crew working, with people booking guests for you, producing, all that. That was a major production. I thought, what an accomplishment. What a cool thing, to have your own talk show. And even being canceled for one season, I'm like, you still got a fucking talk show, which I think is cool. And people shit on Lily Singh's talk show, and yeah, me too, it sucks. It's not good. Like, I remember when Grace Helbig had one on E, like, it sucks. It does. But one thing I know for sure is I'm fucking good at hosting, and I'm fucking good at interviewing people. Like, I am. Like, and I always knew that, but right, I never got the platform, right? I just always knew I was at, like, I would watch talk shows, and you just know you're good at something. Like, I'm a good guest on podcasts. I'm a good guest on talk shows. Like, I know I'm entertaining in that sense. I know I'm not a lot of things. I know I'm not talented. I know I'm not a good singer, dancer, actress. Like, I know what I'm not excelling in, but I'm fucking good at hosting and whatever you want to call it, interviewing people. I'm a fan. I'm starstruck. I research. I'm fucking good at it. And I think this podcast proved that, not only to me, because I already kind of knew, but to other people. I read the comments of people who actually hate me, and they're just like, I hate Trish, but this is her fucking format. Unfortunately, with COVID, the guests just couldn't keep going, and it sucked because I had so many. You know what? Podcast One did have me other guests that were coming. Tommy Chong was coming the day we went into quarantine. It sucked. I was really excited, and I liked him. I did so much research on him. He was going to bring over some weed. We were going to smoke. So that all sucked. It just sucks. Dude, being dropped from like a podcast network that just doesn't really do anything. Like, you can't give me one fucking ad, or, you know what I mean? Here's the thing. Full transparency. I literally have gotten two checks from Podcast One. My first one, I didn't get till May. I started the podcast in October. I got my first check was $400. And at the beginning, I was getting hella ads for months. I was getting like probably 5 ads for an hour-long podcast. People were like complaining the amount of ads I was getting. Since this is video only and not going up on Podcast One, we came back from a break. I came back from having to go to the restroom, and I just noticed my camera is extremely blown out. I'm very, very sorry. Does anyone know how to fix this? I noticed this at the Jack in the Box. I did a Jack in the Box mukbang today. Spoiler alert. There's a Jack in the Box mukbang coming your way on my main channel, but it's blown out, and I'm not really sure how to fix that. So let me know. I think I did fuck with something in the car, and I just am very bright right now. But yeah, it's a shit show. I was excited. The show was doing well. Okay, so the first check was for $400, and that might have been like October, November's money, I guess, because we were getting ads within the 3rd episode. They were placing ads in our podcast. I thought that was cool, and then I was doing ad reads first month in, which was sick. I remember when the Shane episode came out, they were so fucking excited. It was like the highest downloaded of the week of podcast. It was crazy. And then Jeffrey, and then, it was really exciting to be getting listeners and stuff. And this is when I was putting up just clips of the podcast. And then, about halfway through, they're like, oh, you can start putting up the full episodes of the podcast. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Cause they were going to try and start selling ads for the video portion. I don't think it ever was I don't know. I don't know what the negotiations were. And unfortunately, I don't even know the demographics. This is all something I probably should have asked, but I truly just enjoyed doing the podcast. I just liked it. I liked the format. I liked the routine. I liked the schedule. I liked getting guests. I like, getting glam for it. I liked having my video editor and cameraman come over and hype it up, shoot it up. We'd get, Starbucks before and talk to the guests. It was very fun, and I got to meet, most of the people, a lot of it, about half the guests I didn't even know. Corey Feldman I never met before, but I was super excited. Crystal Huffner I never met, but I was super excited. There were so many people. Mickey Avalon, I literally saw him at a show, and I was like, hey, you want to be on my podcast? And it was cool. He came over to my house, and I loved him for so long. And Adam Carolla, legend, I'm in my house. It was very exciting and very fun, and I really enjoyed it. Sorry, guys. I keep having to take breaks. My body's reacting so weird. I'm looking into that in a minute. Let me just wrap up my little thing. I just feel like I think they're gallbladder stones. I don't know. Maybe I'm being over dramatic, but I thought it was appendicitis, and I think it's called bladder stones. Anyways, we're back. We're back from another break. If I can get through this podcast, we're only 10 minutes in, but this is the Dish with Trish. Obviously, it's video only right now. So, this is the sign, and I really liked it, and I wanted them to work on the font. So this font is very generic. It came from the company that printed the photo. So they're not, font experts. I really wanted the people who did my Dish with Trish original sign to do this, but they just refused to work on that as well because they thought the image was too sexual for advertisers. And I get it, but guess what? I didn't get advertised anyway, so fuck off. I think it's very pretty. I really like it. I'll probably rebrand. We're gonna rebrand. So that happened. We're canceled. But as I said earlier, the only person who can cancel you is yourself. And I truly believe this, right? I remember Tom Green, he had the Tom Green show on MTV, and he went from the Tom Green show on MTV, which would, got millions of viewers. MTV promoted the shit out of it, and he had high production value and stuff. And then he just ended up doing his own TV show in his basement. I thought that was cool. It was like a talk show format. So I kind of want to rebrand in that way. Tom Green are my inspiration. I'm probably be moving relatively soon, and I want to continue. I want to build even a bigger set, a better set, and shoot it like talk show format, with the guest, with, maybe my sister as the announcer or something, as me as the host. Maybe, before the guest comes on, I do a 20-minute segment by myself of talking, catching up, whatever, maybe Chelsea Handler style. I'm not really sure. There's not really a style. Wendy Williams, Ellen, I think it's time for Trish. And I have always wanted to do a Trish talk show. I believe so fucking hard in manifesting shit for yourself. I really always envisioned a podcast. I'm like, I'd be so good at a podcast, Then I got it. It was very cool. It was very fun. And I'm like, no, fuck that. Let's do a talk show. So yeah, the show will go on. Next week, the next 2 weeks, I actually have pre-recorded episodes with my sister and my mom from about 2 weeks ago. So the topics might be a little outdated, but, only by a few weeks. So sorry. Because I didn't really know. I kind of was going to just go all in and just go crazy and start doing 3 posts a week. I'm like, oh yeah, you're going to cancel me. I'm going to do 3 fucking podcasts a week. But, life, I get very, there's other stuff I have to do too, and it's a lot. It takes a lot out of you. I kind of feel it today. I got a little energy taken out of me. The weekend was so jam packed, and I love jam packed weekends because you're never bored. There's always a minute. I love having something planned at all times. Okay, lunch we're doing this, dinner we're doing this, in between we're doing this, nighttime we're doing this, and that's kind of what this weekend was. It was really fun, but it kind of took a toll on my body. It's Monday now, and Monday night, and I'm just like, I just want to eat some soup. It's 100 fucking degrees here, and I had soup for lunch, and I was like, let me just have some soup, you know what I mean? So I had soup for dinner as well. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. The show, like I said, will go on. This will be the Dish with Trish podcast, maybe for a couple more episodes or a few more episodes, maybe until I moved. I'm not sure, because I do want to do a new set. I want to get an editor and filmer back in here. I want to start booking guests, but also with coronavirus, is it, logical to to start launching a talk show and booking guests right now. Probably not. Maybe next year. We'll see. I'm going to continue to do it in this format. Obviously, plot twist. Podcast One actually did call me. They canceled me on Friday. They called me on a Monday and was like, hey, here's an idea. We'll still keep getting ads. Oh, by the way, the second check I got was for $8,000, and that was a few months later. So I only actually got 2 checks for $8,400. So over the course of doing this for 9 months, is that a lot? No, it's like 10 months. Is that a lot of money? No. Was I happy with it? Fine. Yeah. I mean, I paid my editor and videographer like $500 for an interview, and obviously setting up my equipment was thousands of dollars, and the couch and the painting and all that stuff was thousands of dollars. So I mean, I did I paid more than that basically, but like I said, I never did it for the money. I really did it because I love it. But the Podcast One contacted me, like, hey, we have an idea. Like, we'll keep getting you ads. But like, and we'll take our percentage, and any ads you get, you can keep a percentage. Like, it sounds good in theory. One, they took a large percentage, and that's the other thing. I was okay with them taking a large percentage because I was confident in the company, right? It's Podcast One is huge. They have huge shows, and I was confident they'd be able to book me guests and promote me properly and really help me out. So to kind of be dumped like that or canceled or whatever, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, it's probably just me being a little bitter Betty. But then they called and said that, and they still want to take the same percentage, which is it's insanely large. Like anyone's like, ooh, like anyone I told it to was like, what? It was crazy. It was a crazy cut. I definitely got screwed in that. But like I said, again, having the platform, having help sounded great to me. I really thought I needed it, but hey, this is it. This is where I don't need it anymore. And I'm on that note, I'm looking for sponsors. So I would do this podcast for free. A lot of people do podcasts for free. Most people do not make any money off their podcast. They just do it because they love it, which is fucking cool, or in the hopes they would make money. I'm a tourist, y'all. I'm a tourist. I'm all about making money. Even if it's $100, I'll do it. But if I'm working hard for something and I'm getting a paycheck every month, like I'm going to fucking get that. I'm going to get that bread. I'm going to get that coin. Sorry, I'm drinking water. Moses just texted me because I said I was sick, and he's just like, drink lots of water. He really does love water. It does make you feel better. Honestly, I do. I ordered more cute cups because I love drinking water out of cups. So I'm drinking more water. And it does make you feel better. So, so yeah, I'm looking for sponsors. You can go to my Trisha Paytas YouTube at yahoo.com email. I'll link it below. If you want to sponsor The Dish with Trish, I myself will probably reach out to my sponsors, which is basically just Adam and Eve. Hey, what's up, Adam and Eve? And maybe they can sponsor my podcast. Maybe they can be a sole sponsor. I know that I obviously have a closer relationship with them than probably Podcast One or any other company. So I'm going to reach out myself and maybe do that. The other thing is I actually got approached by another podcast company, which isn't a podcast company. It's actually a really big platform that just started doing exclusive podcasts. And I heard they were starting to do video, and they reached out to me and we had a phone call. It's kind of a flat fee thing. So for a year, I'm going to be under a flat fee with them. If I was to sign with them. So it's kind of scary. I mean, it's good. It's stability, right? Like, it's like, hey, you're getting this guaranteed a month for a year. Yeah, fuck yeah, sign me up. And I just got to produce my shit, which I would do for free. Cool. I don't know. I'm conflicted. Like I said, I'm going to talk to a couple of sponsors. Reach out to me if you have a sponsorship that you want to sponsor. If not, we'll just, we'll go with good old Adam and Eve. And today's sponsor is OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com/TrishyLand or OnlyTrish.com. Also have a free OnlyFans. My VIP is OnlyTrish.com. My OnlyFans that is free is SeeTrishNaked.com. That's OnlyFans.com/free at Trisha Paytas if you want to sign up. So I gave you 4 links. It's basically 2 websites. OnlyTrish.com is OnlyFans.com/TrishyLand. It's my VIP page where I do collabs, dick ratings. I talk one-on-one. I do lots of sexting all night long, which is what I'll be doing, and I'll be rating your dicks all night long. It's very fun. It really is fun. I really love it. It has my VIP collabs. We just did a threesome, me, Lena, and Riley Reed, which was fucking amazing. I ate so much pussy, and it was so good. You guys, I don't even know who I am anymore because, like, honestly, after eating pussy, I was just like, I was the first to go down on both of them. I was just like, let me eat your pussies. Like, I don't know what, like, I fucking love it now. I never was into it. I'm like, I just can't get into it. But you know what? Really hold the hips, the ass, and just get your face in there and go to town. I 69 not for the first time, but I don't like it that much because I like taking turns. Like usually I like to just, okay, you do to me, I'm gonna do to you, enjoy whatever, throwing yourself on top of somebody doesn't always seem very comfortable, or I don't feel that confident with it. I don't know. I've done it probably a handful of my life, but I did it this weekend and I was like, this is fun. I mean, we were a little, drunk or whatever. And I'm like, I was 69. And it was fucking really good. I want to say, I can't remember if you started eating my pussy or what. I don't know. I definitely like, I don't know. I was a free spirit this weekend and it was fucking good. I was like, wow, you eat pussy really good. Retraction, right? But anyways, that's beside the point. I feel like maybe because I started eating pussy and enjoying it, I enjoy my pussy more. I just never was a head, person. I was never like, go down on me. Maybe people just didn't do it right or didn't do it good. I don't know. I never was into it. It's not something I'm like, I need it. Some guys need blowjobs. I'm lucky I'm with someone who doesn't need one. I didn't do blowjobs for a long time on him because I don't love blowjobs. So in general, I don't want to do it. But he does really like them, so I try. But he's great because he doesn't have me down there for 30 minutes. After 5 minutes, he's like, that like rubs me up, and I'm like, all right, cool. So I try and do my best. I don't think I'm that good at them personally, but yeah. I'm very burpy today. I'm sorry. But yeah, so we're going to come back with the podcast. Cool. What should we talk about? There's a couple hot button issues. Hot button. So one being Eden the doll. Yeah, let's do her. So Eden the doll is a transgender influencer. How many followers does she have? Doesn't really matter, but I love her. She came to one of my shows. She's very sweet to me. Always has. She has 300,000 followers. Very high amount of followers for anyone. But she's absolutely beautiful and stunning. So today, as of filming this, it's 5:00 on August 17th, and she posted last night, which would have been August 16th, that her story will probably still be up. I don't see. Okay, so 12 hours ago from, like I said, 5:00. So maybe this is when she posted. So it probably was prior to that. She said, I was robbed, attacked, and jumped in Hollywood tonight. I'm alive and okay, and will update everyone tomorrow. So it sounds like she was doing this after her attack. So 12 hours ago was 5 a.m. Okay, so I was very lucky, but my friends, she asked them, so I'm going to just mention them, at Jocelyn White Rose and Jocelyn Flawless are really hurt. Please send them love and kind words. She posts an Instagram, which it looks like has since been deleted. His name is Steve-O Films. She goes, so this motherfucker at Steve-O Films recorded and posted the entire thing. He mocked us, sexualized, and instigated the entire attack. Him and his friends stole from us, beat us, laughed at us, humiliated us, and had the nerve to post it. Now, the video she posted these 9 hours ago. I'm going to maybe try and get this up tonight. Hey, it's my fucking podcast now. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Or as early as possible tomorrow so they don't expire, because she's posting these videos 9 hours ago, like I said, at 5:00. So 9 hours ago. I'm really bad at math, you guys. I'm not great at it. So she posted this around 8 a.m. this morning. Ooh, okay. So it's going to be, okay, I'm going to try and get this up tonight. Fuck it. Let's try and get these up tonight so you can watch her stories. It's really, really graphic. Some guy, I guess, filmed this. Like, there was a group of guys that filmed this. She said they instigated. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of confused. But they're filming this. It's two for sure are transgender. And I mentioned that, and I say that only to kind of shed some light on that why is crime on trans people not reported in mainstream media? Why is this not trending? Why is Philip DeFranco and Drama Alert not reporting on this? This is insane. Like, the story that you can go see on hers is fucking unfathomable. It traumatized me. I mean, I'm someone who doesn't like to go out late, period. She's on Hollywood Boulevard. I don't like to go out late, period. But like, I don't even go out after dark for this fucking reason. Like even before quarantine, it's fucking scary. So this guy basically stole my phone while we waited for an Uber outside of Hollywood. I got these clips from his live. Thank you for sending me this at Lewis CCX. We initially tried to get it back, but his friends started throwing rocks at us. We tried to run away, but they chased us down. You guys, she has video of this on her Instagram. Please, 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 if it's still up, please go watch it. You might be able to find it on YouTube. Maybe someone re-uploaded these. It's so traumatizing. There's a group of men, like literally like 5 or 6 guys harassing these girls, whether they know they're trans or not. I mean, it's so scary. It's Hollywood Boulevard. There's cars in the background. I don't know what time this is, you know, regardless of if they should not be out late or whatever. I agree that like females shouldn't be walking late at night. And I know I'll get a lot of hate for that, being like, females should do whatever the fuck they want, whenever they fuck they want, not have to be scared. I fucking agree, but that's not the world we live in, especially right now. And it sucks. As a woman myself, like, yeah, I'm all for, I post my body, but guess what? Posting that, I've gotten, like, being on OnlyFans, being more sexualized, I've gotten way more stalkers, I've gotten way more harassment, I've gotten way more sexual, the assault in public. Even just the way I dress, even if they don't know I do OnlyFans, like the way I dress, it's been insane. I wore shorts the other day and a guy literally stalked me around a Ralph's parking shopping center, like telling me my ass was out and that he wanted to rape my ass. I'm 32, I'm pretty strong, but like, what do you do? This guy's following me. What, like, I'm not someone who I can see in this that she's fighting back and like, hey, I'm not one to judge anyone, but I'm so scared to say anything to anyone because I don't know if he's gonna pull a gun. I don't know if he actually is going to fucking rape me in the middle of a Ralph's parking lot. I don't fucking know. This is daytime. It's scary as shit. I don't go to the grocery store alone anymore. I don't, you know, and it shouldn't have to be that way. But that's what it fucking is. It's crazy. So anyways, aside from that, like, shouldn't be out late, like, this shouldn't happen. So we initially tried to get it back, but his friends started throwing rocks at us. So this is she got her phone stolen. I'm so sorry I'm having this episode. I don't know what's wrong with me. There's something sick with me. Sorry. So her one friend, again, I don't know if they're all trans or what, but there's another girl in sweats. She seems to be pretty vocal. And I'm counting 5 guys and there's 3 girls. Now, watching them, okay, so there's 5 guys standing forward at these 3 girls. And behind them, there's probably 4 or 5 more men. Now you see Eden and her friends trying to cross. And there's cars, like they're crossing the middle of the fucking road. They look like they're on Hollywood and Wilcox or something in Hollywood. The guy runs the middle of the road after him. This is so fucking terrifying. He runs, it's so sad to watch. He grabs Eden's purse. Aside from hitting me, he tried to rob me again. So hits her, grabs her purse. Her friend in sweats now is chasing after him, like, right away. And again, I'm not judging how they're reacting to this. It's fucking scary. Like, if someone's robbing you or taunting you, like, please let them have it. Don't fight back. Don't yell back. I know that sounds like a pussy. I know that sounds like not defending yourself, but stay fucking safe. You don't want to die. You don't want to be dead. And I know I'm paranoid and I'm over dramatic about shit like this, but it's better to be safe. It's better to lose your purse and your phone. I get it. Losing your phone fucking sucks. Like, holy shit, that's your life on there. That's photos, videos, emails, whatever. That's social media. It's your life. Losing a phone is you're fucked. But it's not worth your life. You can start a new Instagram. And like, all this sounds so crazy and it sounds so horrible. Like, to me, that's horrific. But you know what's more horrific? Getting a concussion, like losing your memory, losing your fucking life. Like, not fucking worth it. So they're chasing after him. And I'm not playing the audio, but they basically, the people behind the camera are like laughing. She's saying they taunted and like set it up maybe for this purpose because it looked like the Steve-O Films guy kind of films. I'm almost scared to even talk about this. To be honest, I don't like I couldn't imagine being a news reporter. Like, the world is fucking scary, and to even talk about this kind of like gives me chills. Like, I just think there needs to be awareness to it. Oh, I don't know. 2 more guys are coming around now. Now they're behind the guy on this one girl. Now he hits at Jocelyn White Rose and steals her bag. His friends chase us down in cars. He hits her in the head and oh my God. Oh my God, she falls. This is... It's very graphic if you do see it. I don't even know if I don't know. I guess, I've been hit by a guy before for sure, and it sucks and it hurts fucking bad. But like when it's someone you love, you're just kind of like, I get him, I understand him, it's fine. Which it's not. But I've never seen random acts of violence like this, and it's so fucking scary and sad. And like, this is the world we live in. This is like almost why I feel like I shouldn't have kids, because I just am like so fucking scared of this world. Like, why are we like this? Why are we like this in 2020? Like, when shit's going down and shit. Someone's in the car following them, and it's clearly following them. The people are running with the camera. They mock her as she falls, and he throws and breaks my phone. Oh my God, this is crazy. She falls. Yeah. Oh, it looks like there's 2 camera angles because it's the same fall. They're like laughing at her. Oh my God, they're recording this. They have her purse. I'm so sorry. Holy shit. They flat out stole her bag and recorded themselves doing it. They grab a scooter and throw it at Jocelyn White Rose. It's like a bird scooter. I don't even know how they're getting it. One of them is trying to sell me my phone back. My phone has all my videos and family pictures I haven't backed up. I was desperate. I was so scared. So you're seeing Ida now. It looks like she's buying. I gave him all my cash, everything for her phone back. Worst possible thing happened. Other guy came back and bashed at Jocelyn White Rose, head open. She completely passed out. He came back. She's on the ground. I don't know how he bashed her head. It looks like it was on some newspaper post. And these people, I mean, like, they're filming people's reactions, and there's a group of 5 or 7 guys watching, just laughing like, oh, like this kind of shit. It's horrific. It's horrific that this happens. It's more horrific people are recording and standing by and doing nothing. She's dead. They're laughing as I'm begging them to call 911. Like, they're literally saying she's dead. She's dead. Like, I listened to this earlier. They mock me as I cry for help. I'm completely traumatized. This is the scariest moment of my life. And they're recording Eden with this girl. Like, I think it was the girl chasing after him in black sweatpants. She got her head bashed in. And these boys are just standing around. I think at this point, she's asking them to call the cops, if I remember correctly. And there's another guy with a big camera. I hear sirens and I'm pray we finally get saved. So someone did call 911, I guess, apparently. Again, it's clear they're on Hollywood Boulevard, the Hollywood Stars. The cop stopped, looked, and kept... Oh my God, the cop stopped. I don't even know if I watched all... I literally couldn't watch all this. It was like... It made me physically sick. It was the first thing I watched in the morning. And I'm a big believer, like, don't get on your phone right away, because like everything in the morning is so much more intense and so much more like hard to process. And this was just, my brain couldn't process this. And now like watching this, like I still can't fathom this. The cop stopped, looked, and kept driving. My heart sank. I thought this was it. So there's cop sirens. There's cop sirens. They did slow down and they kept driving through a red light. More people kept walking past us. No one is stopping. No one is helping, no matter how much I begged. I mean, yeah, there's people out there. Someone with a Canon camera filming all of this. These guys are the most evil, disgusting human beings. She's writing this. All this was going on. That same man held at Jocelyn Flawless at knife point and made her take off her shoes off, stole her bracelets, and threatened to kill her. At Jocelyn White Rose finally wakes up. This is crazy. The girl still passed out on the floor. Holy shit. So it looks like Eden got her phone back and people are just taking pictures and just no one is helping. Holy shit. I finally got my phone to work and called for an ambulance. They're not coming fast enough and everyone is. This is from that man's Instagram story. So that guy that Steve films got the girl falling and he's like, I really got a fucking headache from laughing too much. Oh. There's like so much like evil and like I try and like block myself in and like I try and take like so many precautions and safety and stuff because there's so much fucking just like pure evil like in the world and it sucks and it doesn't make sense and I don't know why this shit happens, but like why are more people not talking about this? Like it's so fucked up. And the fucked up thing is this Eden, right? The only reason I know is because she's an influencer that I met, right? She's turned it on the mouth. That's how I know about this. But this shit happens all the fucking time. And like no one talks about it. Black Lives Matter happened and it was so powerful and so wonderful, the movement, but no one was specifying Black trans lives matter because, hey, what gets overlooked more than Black lives? Black trans lives. Like, they're being brutally murdered at fucking 7-Elevens, people watching, mocking, taunting, and it's totally fine. Like, no one's advocating for it, and I feel so helpless because I don't know what to fucking do. Like, why is the government not doing that? Why is there not, and what is the answer? Like, what is the answer? Protect them, but how? Women, men, our brothers and sisters laughing at us. This is America. Everyone filming it. And they're just on the ground. These 3 girls just on the ground. Like fucking. Holy shit. There is a group of like 10 people. People just walking by. People preach Black Lives Matter and want equality for all, but this is how they treat Black trans women. If their lives don't matter, then ours do. Let's uplift these queens. We love you at Jocelyn Flawless and Jasleen White Rose. Where's the blood? They want to see us bleed. This will never stop until these men fucking change. We could be fucking dead right now. Oh my God, her shoes are off. Oh shit. I don't care if you don't like me or aren't a fan or even hate me. No one deserves this. Women like me get murdered on the fucking daily. I recognize my privilege. I know how lucky I am. But what about those who aren't? It's all fun and games until it happens to you. This is the man who threw the bike on and stole at Jocelyn Flawless purse. LAPD will be in contact. Please report him to speed the process up. His name is Yu Davian. It looks like he also deleted. Please help us find all their names. Please call LAPD Hollywood and report. The more callers, the faster they will work on catching them. So Jasleen White Rose, please watch this and send love to Jeff. She did a IG story that says I got beat up. Then she posted a GoFundMe for an unrelated story. It looks like I can't thank you enough for sharing, reporting, supporting, and loving us. We're still trying to process this. I'll get back to everyone as soon as possible. Oh God. So, holy shit. I don't know. I don't know answers. I'm just so stupid when it comes to stuff like this. I wish I could be more of an activist. You know, I wish I could fucking make a change for people in this world. And I don't know. It's like the world just keeps getting shittier and shittier. And I know firsthand with dealing with police and my own harassment issues and abuse issues and stuff like that they just don't do much. Even attempted murder. Hey, if you're not murdered, we can't do shit. Please go watch Eden the Doll story. Please spread awareness. I don't know. These stories should be covered more. Like, what the fuck did Philip DeFranco talk about today? You know what I mean? I saw Drama Alert had an unrelated thumbnail. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Drama Alerts, or not Drama Alert, Philip DeFranco's thumbnail for today is why this Bryce Hall problem has people furious. And then USPS accusations. All of Philip DeFranco's thumbnails, and I'm not trying to make this a race thing, is just white, young, rich influencers. It's Madison Beer and Bryce Hall as his thumbnail today. Yesterday, it looks like Belle Delphine and Tana Mojo, maybe. I don't know. It looks like her kind of. David Dobrik was the thumbnail before. Kylie Jenner, Dixie D'Amelio, Jake Paul, like David Dobrik again. It looks like Katy Perry. 2 TikTok stars I don't know that are blonde. Joe Rogan, Tana, Britney Spears. Wow, it's very... Wow. Kind of shocked by all his... Oh, shit, sorry. I don't know. I'm just trying to raise awareness. This should be a bigger story than it is. This is insane that the news isn't picking this up. This is fucking insane that the news don't pick up more of this. But the fact that it's an influencer, like, hey, Phil DeFranco, Drama Alert, all these fucking channels, that drama channels. Hey, sorry, I ranted this morning on my vlog channel. I'm not gonna go on another rant here on something different, but this is insane. And why is her fellow, like, trans influencers, right? Why are they all just post pretty pictures in their surgery, but, like, Nikita, Gigi, like, they're all about, like, hey, trans lives matter. But this is something that's very big. They're spokespeople and activists for trans. Nikita Dragon just looking at herself and smiling today. Okay? Whether or not they want to be, they are. They're activists for the trans community. Let's go to Gigi. I love Gigi, but at the same time, when I made my transgender video questioning my identity, which I still very much question my identity and my gender, Gigi made a video within 5 hours about this, addressing it. Blair White made a video within hours addressing me, and it's Patrick Starr came for me on Instagram. Okay, cool, but hey, where's your voice now? Where's your big bad voice now? Why aren't you making a video on this? Why was I trending for saying I don't know if my gender, I'm confused about my gender. I've always been confused. This is how I'm feeling at the moment. And it's a big fucking deal. Okay, I got it. Trending, you guys are making videos as trans social influencers. Where's the fucking videos on this? This needs to be out quicker rather than later. And no one has made videos. Let's see Gigi today. Oh, she's showing her manicure. And oh yeah, another set of nails. Cool. Let's go to Blair White. And honestly, I don't know the answer to these because I haven't looked, but let's go to Blair. Very outspoken, made videos within hours about Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, right? Okay. I will, it looks like she's talking about it. Yeah. Okay. So she has a story. It looks like she has about 6 slides. She's okay, cool. And life is too short. Those girls were beaten a mere 100 feet away from my apartment. If we were all still friends, they could have escaped to my apartment. It really puts petty drama into perspective. Carry protection. Does not have to be a firearm, mace, a stun gun, anything. I totally agree with that. So okay, good job, Blair. You know what I mean? I just think like these really big trans influencers could make some noise, right? Because this is what they're all about, right? I make a trans video and they all come for me. Like, this is what you need to come for. Fellow trans brothers and sisters being fucking beaten to death, mocked, laughed at. This is fucking news. This is crazy. If this was Charlie D'Amelio, it would be on fucking Fox News. It would be everywhere. No one's giving a fucking shit about this. I mean, it is a story, but it should be a bigger one. Again, time is of the essence. This should be an urgent matter. Otherwise, it goes cold and, that's it. I'm not really sure where to go after that. I had other topics to talk about. And I guess it kind of was something that just kind of hit. I'm sorry, I'm like getting chilled. Like I saw someone else post something. Asakira, actually, she's a porn star that I did a interview with Pornhub. So I started following her. Her name's Asakira. She's Asahole on Instagram. She did a whole post. She said these beautiful women were assaulted, robbed, and publicly laughed at while bleeding on the concrete last night in LA for being trans. A group of people laughed while they filmed it with their phones to put it on Instagram. If you think this is okay, you need to look at yourself. She goes, what happened to these women is fucking atrocious. Please watch I Eat in the Doll stories to see what her Jocelyn and Jocelyn had to endure that night in Los Angeles. Their attacker is still walking around after posting the video of what he and his friends did on social media. He documented himself robbing, hurting, and abusing these women via Instagram Live, all while mocking and laughing at them. It's fucking heartbreaking and enraging. I reposted Eden's video to my stories as well. Trans lives matter. So it looks like Asa, if you guys want to follow her, she reposted these about 2 hours ago. So now it's 5:30. So it's 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so 8:30 on the East Coast. So if you're watching this before, after the 8 a.m. mark for Eden's story, she reposted all on hers as of 5:30, as of I guess 3:30, so 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. So if you're seeing this before 6:30 Pacific Standard Time on podcast, go to Asa Hole, because it's ASA Hole. And she has their whole story, and she did a whole post for them. It's fucking amazing. And so I saw it as I was going to the bathroom, and I thought it was really important to share. Basically, so she posted that, and there's a comment that says guy filming. Okay, so the names are on Asa's post. I guess both of the guy filmings and one of the assistants have both deleted their social media like the hard they are, but they do have their full names. If you're seeing this, please call LAPD, report them, and let them know there's video evidence. I don't know how this works. I don't know if you can just call the LAPD for an attack if you weren't there. I don't know. So she has it as the pinned comment. It's by Oh Hello Valentine. This is all, it's all very nauseating. Holy shit. I don't know. Like I said, I just know I went through some traumatic events in May of this year at my own home, which is why I have personal security and shit ever since May, which is so fucking expensive. It's more than my fucking rent, which is insane because I pay high rent. But it's just that way. I had to get two, when one goes on bathroom, like that, the other one has to, I have two adults. Like, it's just, it's insane. It seems insane. I'm sure my security guard's like, hey, stuff hasn't happened until May, but I take no chances because the police can do very little right now. And that's scary. That's fucking scary. Like, holding is a joke. Sentencing is a joke right now. The court systems are closed. Like, everything's just a joke right now. It's very, very scary. So yeah, like Eden said, like, I'm telling you, protect yourself. Protect yourself. That's it. I'm fortunate now, that I have someone here with me at nighttime, besides security, but also, my boyfriend was, boyfriend, by the way, my boyfriend, it's so weird to say, ex-military. I feel pretty safe. He's got his shit, on lock, so I feel safe. And the other day he fucking jumped a fence that was like 8 feet fucking tall, like with no assistance. I'm like, how the fuck did you do that? Like, you couldn't even climb up. He's fucking amazing. He makes me feel safe, and I love him for that. And I feel fortunate, but I know what it's like to be a female and cops just doing nothing for you, basically. Be safe, bats, mace, firearms, if you're legally allowed, obviously carrying firearms, I think, are illegal in California, or really hard. Oh no, it's impossible, I think, California. Carry mace, carry stun gun, whatever is legal, get it. You need something to protect yourself, man. This fucking shit's insane. It is like the wild, wild west for sure. Aside from that, like I said, I don't know how to transition. Other than, I know I'll get some I did just a whole serious ass podcast. Let's look at comments like, he's not your boyfriend. It's so annoying. It's so stupid. We're fucking 40 and 30, you know what I mean? Like 32, whatever. But it's like, we're fucking adults. It's like, okay, but it's cool. Whatever. We're official. I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm in a good place in life, but this shit sucks. I know 2020, I met Moses, and I, fucking rocked my world, changed my life, It's someone who I felt so comfortable with right away. It scared me. I was like, this is too comfortable and fun and easy. And that scared me because I never had something like that. So I always try to like fuck it up and force not being in love with someone. I was just like, this is not the person I'm supposed to fall in love with. I don't want this. Like, this is not it. You know what I mean? And then, sometimes it just fucking happens. It just fucking whatever. But if it wasn't for him, this year would be absolute shit. I've learned to also count on myself too. I've grown stronger as a person, which I think also when the time is ready, you get that relationship when you're strong in yourself. This year, January through March, I was solo dolo and kind of loving it. And you know what? That always happens. As my friend Greg Barron says, to bring it back around, he says, enjoy being single, because as soon as you enjoy being single, someone comes along and fucks up with their love. And that's true. That was a show we did, the Greg Barron show. So after he had a big production, he ended up doing a show in his garage. He didn't want it to end. And I thought it was really cool. He had it was definitely like lower scale. He's just doing a show in his garage. I thought that was cool. Greg's a fucking rock star badass. He's always been hustling, from top to bottom, ups and downs. He's fucking amazing. So shout out Greg Barrett. I guess that's it. I don't know. Sorry. This episode's weird. I actually was going to just kind of do a being canceled announcement, kind of going on to other fun stories, but this just doesn't feel right. It's scary. I'm scared to even talk about this. I feel scared a lot to talk about things for not only, I don't care about judging about myself, but just pissing off people. And so I just don't, but like watching people do absolutely nothing, just standing by or walking by is almost more, disheartening. So I just feel like I need to not be that person walking by or standing by. All right, guys. Like I said, we'll be back next week with some episodes, and the week after. I'm going to continue doing this for a bit and, kind of feel out this platform. And I don't know. It's familiar. It's comfortable. It's a scheduled thing that I like to keep myself on top of, and I'm going to keep doing it. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for your support. This channel has grown a lot. I get almost more views. I get almost the same amount of views here that I do on my second and my first channel. So thank you guys. I'm not going to just fucking give this shit up. I worked fucking too hard, and I'm going to keep going, and I really enjoy it. I like the check-ins. Be safe. Protect yourself. Protect each other. And let's try to change the fucking world. Even if it's changed 100 years from now, it all got to start somewhere. That's how movements work. So I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.